You get a picture of you. Can you wave?
What? There's another tour leaving in about 20 minutes.
All right, well, we can wait then.
Yeah, we have to go
Around. Okay, this is just one of the cast rooms that we have. Now we've got approximately 550 of these barrels throughout the building. Their sizes will range from our small 50-gallon wooden casks. Now we've got some stainless steel tanks in another room, and they hold around 133,000 gallons of juice. You okay up there? Yeah. At the top of each one of these casks, you'll notice a number. Now this is the inventory number. Below that's the capacity in gallons. Now if you look around from cask to cask, you will notice that capacity does vary. Now that's because 75 years ago, we hired men called coopers to come inside here and build them for us from the ground up. As you can see, that is the only possible way we had of getting them in the building. Also, you'll notice we've got a black slate on the front of each one of these. Now this will usually read percentage of alcohol, the type, the date it was put inside, then the men who put it inside of there will initial it. Now quite a few of them down here is what you see written is a WS. Now what this is a water and sulfur dioxide solution that we put inside of these casks. We leave it in there around a month in order to clean it. That solution will then get siphoned out. And you'll notice that little trap door that we have at the bottom of each one of these. We've got men that climb inside of there. Now what he does is he gets in there and he scrapes the sediments that are formed on the insides of the cask. Anyone want to try that? Yeah, now what he does is he goes in there sideways with his arms raised way above his head. Now it does take him just about 3 hours to
seal the bottom.
We've got the capacity to store just about 3 million bottles of champagne. How'd you like to get stuck down here for the weekend? Now we've got a machine upstairs, it's called the transfusion machine, that is now how we get the sediments out of the bottle. Now years ago, of course, they didn't have this type of machinery, so the method that was used was called the Ridley or disgorging method. Now what they did is they set all these bottles at a 45-degree angle, the neck pointing down. Now the men that worked here at the time were called riddlers. Twice a day these men had to come through here and give every one of these bottles a quarter of a turn. Eventually all the sediment did go into the neck of the bottle. They would then freeze just the neck of the bottle in a brine solution. Now the pressure from these bottles, which is between 60 and 120 pounds per square inch, would automatically force those frozen sediments out. Now if you take a look down into the terrage, every once in a while it might look like a bottle or two are missing. Now the actual bottle is still there. The champagne and bottom are missing where the pressure has forced the bottle from the bottle. So as you can guess, it is very dangerous work back in there. Now this cave that we're in now, it is underground. It was dug into the hillside. This is how we maintain the temperature down here. Now you notice just how thick it is by taking a look up at the ceiling. Also, that trap door that's up can be scheduled to the bottom. Now you notice at the top of each one of these that we've got 2 corks. Now we've got 2 there for pressure purposes, and that's also how we get the wine in and out of these casks. Now these stainless steel pipes that are above your head, you'll see they come down into some clear tubing over here. We've got hoses that hook onto these, been drug across the cask and put down inside. So that wine is either siphoned out or pumped in. Also, we've got a colored tape wrapper on the bottom of each one of these. We've got a blue, a red, and an orange. Now these are all color-coded throughout the winery. That way when the men go to hook the hoses up, they're going to hook it up to the right tube. Okay? Also, this wood will last for a very long time. Occasionally we won't have a problem. Something will happen. The wood is still good. So we end up doing something with this. Take a look at that far wall down there. We made that wall from an old muscatel cask, which is a red wine. So you notice the wine stain on it. Now once you put a red wine inside of one of these white oak casks, you cannot put a white. If you do, it will seep from the wood into the wine and you'll end up with a light rosé color. That's why if you look to the right of some of the inventory numbers up here, you'll see that red is written. Also, these picnic tables over here, they were also made from some old casks. Any questions?